Sekouri. She's with the Hellenic Association of Realtors in Greece. Alexandra?
Hello, good afternoon to everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here with all of you. And it's my first time in Miami, and I'm very thankful to all Miami Realtors for this invitation and the opportunity to say a few things about Greece. Our association has signed with Miami Realtors 2 years ago, and we are very pleased and very honored to be part of, let's say, of the cooperating association. So, I will not choose a lot of numbers because I would like to say this is something that we can find, easily, let's say like that. But I would like to say a few more things about Greece, about our association and the opportunities that we have at the moment in Greece if you want to invest. I think it's and let's say some advantages that maybe you will have. And also, I would like to say that we have investors, like they mentioned, that it's like it's mentioned before earlier, that they would like also to invest. They're investing also all around the world, especially that actually in the countries that have a very good ROI, which is when purchasing a property. So I'll tell you just a few things, just a few words about the association. Our association is established in 1999, and the main purpose was, let's say, to build a national network, and for all our, let's say, from the Greek sort of agents and brokers all around the country. HR is cooperating and representing with the CEPISA, which is European Federation, with NAR, and signed in 2000 with CEPISA. Then renew when the CEPI and CI were merged in 2015 in Brussels. We have signed the National Association of Realtors in 2000 in San Francisco. We are together with NAR one of the founding members of ICREA, at the time also a board member. And we have signed with Miami Realtors in 2014. Last year, and I'm so sorry that it was from the last year, we signed with Israel Association, with Asaf, and also with Glavar, which Realtors from Nevada as well. So what is actually is important to say is that our members. Okay, there are members actually they're holding all these important, let's say, designation and certification like CIPS, APR, MPOR, which is Sunset, PSA, RSPS, and TRC. And actually, this is something that offers to all of you and to all the agents across the world. We can actually, by that, we're following the International Code of Ethics and European as well, which means that we can offer you the best services and high professionalism as well. According to investment in Greece, I would like to say that in 2013 and 2014, there were significant foreign investments that were realized due to achievements of Greek asset prices and willingness of Greece to recover the economy and return investment potential that we can offer. So incentives for investors includes some, let's say, commercial investment that are usually based on the return on investment that the commercial property can offer, the tourism that offers a steady cash flow and timeless value, and also investing. There are a lot of investors in private properties that actually, and why is that? Because some of them, if they're from Europe, they can they would like actually to do a pensional residence, buying a house that they would like to retire, to spend, I'm sorry, maybe I'm too close, to have more, let's say, to have a nice place to live, have a more, let's say, better climate and special, and also they like the Greek people, they're very friendly, and they are Greek food, very good climate. 30 days out of 365, they are very sunny. Also, according to Golden Visa, This is very important because when purchasing property in Greece, which is about 250 and above, you can apply for residential permit, which will require, it's called Schengen visa, and then you can travel all around Europe with this visa, and you can apply by yourself and the whole family and with your kids up to 18 years old. So I think that this is something that's very, very attractive. According to also buying process, I would say that Greek law is aligned with European law, and that its purchasing process is quite simple. And there's one important thing actually that when you buy a Greek property, you can transfer this property to let's say to your kids and to your grandchildren. So so it means that there's no, let's say, a limit. It's it's forever. Also, there is a property tax that you should pay, which is not big enough. It's not big. It's not very big. It's quite proper. And also, when transferring the property, there is a tax which is 3% when you transfer the property, and it's always paid by seller. Let's say there are a lot of people that they were investing in the commercial business in the last year, especially when they wanted to invest in the lots that are for development, hotels, resorts, and also private islands and luxury villas as well. And also there are a lot of buyers that would like they are just buying a property to invest in them. And why? Why is that? Because they are, sharing this, they are renting this property when they're not there, using it for, let's say, 1 or 2 months per year, and they're giving them, when they will get retired, to have, let's say, a nice place to stay afterwards. So for the moment, I think now is the best time to buy in Greece because we hit the bottom, let's say, according to the prices, because they are very low for the moment, and I can say that for the moment, we do have a more, let's say, demands that we have a property, because people think that because of all these prices, their properties, they're very cheap, but unfortunately they aren't. Okay, they are lower, depends on the area, from 20 up to 50%, but in the prime locations, like it's, by the sea, sea view, or hotels on the islands, the properties, they have a normal price. So the owners, they prefer, for the moment, not to sell it if they can, get a price that they would like to. They prefer to rent it, and then to have, an income to maintain, to maintain the property, to pay the taxes, etc. So I think now it's the best time to invest, because as the economy will pick up, and we hope it will pick up soon. Let's say the property, as here in United States, you had this difficulties as well. The real estate market will be, increased very soon. We hope so. Okay, if you want to invest in the apartment for the moment, should be really on the prime location and should be very high price. Because in Glyfada, this is because it's a seaside, and it will be Athens Riviera because of the new Hellenic project that they are planning to have, a beautiful park, casino, beautiful hotels, mall centers, etc. And it's, let's say, this area, south area, is holding. The prices are, let's say, only 25% up to, down to 30%, the reduced. So about the prices, it's very difficult to say because it depends. The distance from the sea, how old is the property, let's say, how easy is to rent. Usually, people are renting, on the seaside, very close to the sea, luxury properties or small apartments like that. And it's better to rent it short term. You have to be fully furnished, etc. If you want to have, let's say, to work with the embassies and companies, financial companies, always, trying to rent properties over there. So for the moment, if you want to buy a small house, maybe it's better to buy, Airbnb properly. And also there are companies who work with Airbnb. Depends. It can be 5 to some areas even to 7, because for the moment, ROI in the residential property, properties is not so high. It's better if you want to purchase in commercial properties, especially when we're talking about hotels. But there's a, let's say, I would like to explain, we're talking about, a commercial investment. If you want to buy a hotel, there were some investors that were just, showing up and said, okay, I want to buy a hotel and I want to have 10% or I have to have, my money back in 10 years. It's not so easy. First of all, because, the law changed, considering how many square meters or square feet, I'm European, you can build if you buy a new land. There are some restrictions as well. So they have to consider a lot of things. They have to consider how they will, how the lot will go, the construction. Then how many years you need, to finalize a hotel and to start working, etc. So, and also if you're buying a ready hotel, you cannot expect that you will have your money back in 10 years, or let's say in 7, especially right now because we have a crisis. And why is that? Because you're not buying a business. You're buying also the building and the lot, and will stay. It's free shareholding, it's a freeholding, let's say, market, you could say like this. Mm-hmm. And also, there is a hotel, you are not paying usually property tax because you will buy, it's good to, let's say, do your, you can establish your company over there. So just, the shares will be transferred from one hotel to one, shareholder to another one, or let's say, funds or whoever wants to buy, yeah. So anything else? And then if I mentioned that the golden visa is 250 euros to apply and to get residential permit. So I think it's the same, it's the second one. The lowest is Malta, which is 220, and I think then is Greece, and I think Spain has the same amount, 250. For the moment, it was one. They said that now they will be able to get 2, yes. And also what is important, for example, if you buy, let's say, a more expensive property, which is, let's say, 500,000 euros, or 2 families can both, so they will share the property and they will both get the residential permit. From which countries? All right. They're also from USA. We have some investors from USA. We have investors from Israel as well, from Brazil, and although we have some from people from Spain as well, and Portugal and Italy as well, because they just they don't need a residential permit, they just want to buy. But most of them, when we are talking about golden visa, the previous slide that was there, they're from the third countries, okay? They are coming from, let's say, the countries that are not members of the European Union because they want to apply for Schengen visa. And also, according to Schengen, when you are buying a property in Greece, there's only one issue. You can buy all over Greece without any problem. There is some restriction. We're talking about borders, area. And why is that? Even if you are European Union, even from the for the Greeks, if you are, let's say, you are not born in Greece or something, you have to go to the authorities. For the people from the European countries, it's a blue card. This is how it says, and you can find everything on our website. Also, the buying process, etc. And the reply, it's very easy to get it. And for the people from third countries, non-UE members and all around the world, there is a special procedure. That you have to go also to the authorities and to apply for a special, let's say, permit to buy on the border area, which is considered some roads area in Rhodes Island and coast, and also in close to the Turkey as well. So there is a procedure over there. Otherwise, there is no any restriction when purchasing property. Please. Yes. I cannot speak in the name of Cyprus because they have their own association. But still, I wanted to tell you that Cyprus is on the third place, also has the same program, and we are cooperating, very closely. But I'm not allowed. What I can say only is that you can also, by purchasing property in Cyprus, you can also apply for residential permit, and I think it was 300,000 euros. 300. It was 5, but then they low.
It's 2 million plus VAT now.
No, this is about residential permit. No, sorry, this is about the citizenship. I'm talking about residential permit. No, I'm sorry. It's 300,000, but it's just to apply for a visa to be able to stay. It's like Laura said, it's the same like in, for example, Dubai. You will buy to apply, and then afterwards, if you want to apply to become a Cyprus, to have a citizenship or nationality, better to say, then it's 2 million plus VAT. This is what I have. There are two different things. And we want to add all this, also this in Greek. But we don't know yet how much minimum it will be.